Hello, hello, friends. Welcome to a quick mini mat class, 20-ish minutes. We will do some mobility, especially thoracic, and then we're also going to work on balance. So everything that we do today is going to add up to being able to walk and just move through life better. A key component of Pilates is being able to do life better. And so that's our true goal. So we will start lying down on our backs. So make your way onto your back. Oh, you need something to put under your hands that you can slide. So if you're somewhere that's carpeted, you might grab some paper plates. If you're somewhere with wood floors, you might grab blankets. I've got yoga blankets in the studio that I'm in. You also could put socks without grips on under your feet. So come to lie down. And remember, the way that we do anything is the way that we do everything. So as you move through your practice, I invite you to be intentional in the transitions, intentional in the movements. We're not just flopping all over the place. So have a seat and then roll yourself intentionally down onto your back. Fabulous. So we start with a little bit of mobility. Open your arms out to the side like a T. Take your feet as wide as your mat and start to windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Take a couple of really deep breaths here. As your knees come up, see if you can scoop through your core, press your low back into the mat, and just really feel your thigh bones move and rotate in your hip socket. Every single time you take a step, your pelvis rotates around the top of your thigh bone. And so right now you're making that work easier. Whether you are trying to walk on vacation, you're walking miles and miles through Paris, or you are working on your running form, or you are just trying to get from the car to your office better, this is helpful for you. When you can move your legs independently of your pelvis, it also oftentimes helps to unstick low back pain. So the next time that your knees go to the left, stay there. Take a breath in, and as you do, lift your left arm up, reach it across your body, roll in the direction of your right arm, and then as you exhale, draw your left arm across your body. Follow your thumb with your eyes. Look over to your left as you set your left hand back down. Do that again. Inhale, lift your arm up. Bring it across your body. Tap the inner part of your right arm, and then exhale, drag it across your chest. Open up. Good. 3 more times like that. Working thoracic mobility, or the mobility between your shoulder blades. We get really stuck in this area because of all of the sitting and hunching that we do over technology. Good, good, good. All right, take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then gently scoop your core to lift your knees up through center and then lower them over to the other side. So same thing here. Inhale, this time lift your right arm, reach towards your left, and then exhale, draw down, trace the inside of your left arm across your chest, and then open back out. Good. Inhale up and across. And then exhale, pull across. 3 more times like that. Can you make the movement last the whole entirety of your breath? Good. One more time. Good. Stay for a full inhale, full exhale. And then inhale, scoop your core to lift your knees up. Shimmy your feet back so that they're inner hips distance apart. Your inner hip is the bony part on the front of your hip. And then reach your arms up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, without picking your hips up, just tuck your tail up towards the ceiling and then towards your belly button. Try to get your low back to touch the mat. And then inhale, do the opposite. Find an arch through your low back. Reach your tailbone towards the space between your heels. And then exhale, tuck. And inhale, arch. Just find your deep core connection is what you're doing right now. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, arch. 2 more times like that. Exhale to tuck. Inhale to arch. And then exhale to find neutral. We're using contrast to create clarity. So now you want your hip points and your pubic bone parallel to the floor. Keep your arms up. Take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, keeping your hips in neutral, pick yourself up. Your goal is to make one long line from your shoulder through your hip through your knee. Good. Pause here. Pull your heels back towards you a little bit and just see what you feel. What happens in the back of your leg? Good. Stay broad in your chest, broad in your collarbones. Keep breathing. And then push your feet down and forward a bit. See what happens there. Maybe you found that you can connect a little bit more to the bottom fibers of your glutes. Good. Split the difference so you're nice and engaged in both of those areas. And then on your exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time from top to tail. So make your rib cage heavier. Set it down one vertebra at a time. Set your bottom ribs down, the top of your sacrum down, and then the bottom of your sacrum, and flow to a neutral. Good, good. All right, inhale, prepare. We'll do that again. Exhale, flat back, hip hinge up. So come to one long line from knees to shoulders. Fabulous. Breathe in at the top. And then breathe out, roll down top to tail. Really, really intentional here. Can you roll down evenly on the right side of your spine and the left side of your spine? Inhale when you hit the bottom, find neutral with your pelvis. And then exhale, pick your flat back hinge back up. Final time here, inhale. And then exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Stay nice and broad in your collarbones, nice and relaxed in your face and neck. Good. Once you hit the bottom, take a breath in, find neutral. Good. Now exhale, lift your left leg to tabletop, lift your right leg to tabletop, and then take a moment. Can you keep your neutral pelvis? So hip points, pubic bone parallel to the floor. Good. Draw your, just so you can see this, draw your knees back towards you so your core disengages, your pelvis kind of rocks back and you're just resting. And then press your knees so far away from you that you arch and you kind of lose your core control there. And then find a true neutral. So knees right over hips, shins parallel to the floor. I've got the camera so I can cheat a little bit. And then draw your belly button in towards your spine, almost like you're pressing air out through a straw. Go. Good. Keep that. And then extend your right toes towards the floor, keeping everything in your hips and pelvis nice and still, and then pick that back up. And then do the same thing on the left side. Let's a little reach. And lift. Good. Reach and lift. Good. Keep going. Can you plug your arm bones in? It's like you're grounding your shoulders to keep breath through your collarbones. That's it. Keep drawing your front body into your back body so that your ribs stay knitted. Good. One more time each side. And then we're going to add this to our bridge. So the next time that your legs lift, set them down. Take a breath in to prepare. And then exhale, hinge up with a flat back. Make one long line from your shoulder through your hip, through your knee. Fabulous. Float your right leg to a tabletop, keeping everything nice and steady. That's it. Reach your right toes towards the floor. Lift back up. Two more times like that. Reach and lift. Last time, reach. Lift, breathe in, breathe out, set your foot down, inhale, and then exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time, top to tail. Oh, that was tough, y'all. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, flat back, hip hinge up. Make one long line from knee through your shoulder, through your hip. Cool. Good. Shift your weight into your right foot, float your left knee to a tabletop position. Good, good, good. Keep that. And then reach, tap your left toes to the floor, keeping your hips as steady and level side to side as you can. And then do that 2 more times. Good. You've got one more like that. Reach, tap, pick it up. Good. Set your foot down, breathe in, recommit to your long line, and then exhale, come down vertebra by vertebra. Fabulous, fabulous work, my friends. Good. Take your arms out to the side. Take your legs a little bit as wide as your mat. Windshield wiper from side to side. Just give yourself a moment to reset. And then we'll get up and we'll change planes of movement. So the next time that your knees come up through center, draw your knees in towards your chest. Or actually float your legs to tabletop. Float your legs to tabletop, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. We'll do ab series of 5 and then we'll move. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, ab curl up, reach your hands long, come into the highest curl that you can. Good, and then draw your right knee and extend your left leg at about a 45-degree angle. Good. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Bring your right hand to your right ankle. Good, and switch. This is single knee stretch. Good, and switch and switch. How controlled can you do this? Can you hug all of the muscles of your straight leg to the bone? Good, good, good. One more right, one more left. Draw both knees in, hold your shins. Recommit to your ab curl. Good. And then double leg stretch. Inhale, extend your arms and legs long. It's almost like you're taking off a top hat. And then exhale as you bring your knees and sweep your arms around. Inhale long. Exhale to scoop in. Good. Keep going. Your goal is to not lower. So you stay in the same ab curl up the whole way through the series of 5. Good work. Single straight leg stretch is next. Next time your knees come in, pause, give yourself a moment. This is a good time to come down and take a break if you'd like it. Otherwise, extend your right leg up towards the ceiling, left leg long at a 45-degree angle. Pulse your right leg, 1, 2, switch. Pulse 1, 2, left. Switch, pulse 1, 2, right, switch. Good. Can you keep your hips steady? Can you keep your chest high the whole way? Good. Good. That's the way. That's the way. 2, 2, 1, 1. Good. Lift both legs up. Bring your hands behind your head. Bring your thumbs to the little ridge at the base of your skull. Bring your elbows narrow so you can see them. Good. Stay curled high. Good. Inhale, lower your legs. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Double leg stretch. Inhale, lower. Double straight leg stretch. Exhale, lift. Good. 5, 4, 3. Wildly effective, I know. 2. Last 1. Good. Lift your legs. Bend your knees back to table. Recommit to your ab curl. Draw your right knee and extend your left leg at 45. Bring your left elbow towards your right knee and switch crisscross. That's it. And switch. And switch. Move slowly. Move deliberately. Good. You want your whole pelvis, whole torso stable and still. Good. The arms and legs are the icing. They're not the cupcake, right? So we move our arms and legs in Pilates often to challenge the stability in our core. So stability is the work that we're doing right now. One more right, one more left, and then I'll shut up. Good. Ab curl in, come a little bit higher, reach forward, breathe in, breathe out, release. Good. Extend your arms and legs long in opposite directions. You might even reach your hands behind you, grab opposite forearms or opposite elbows. And take some really big, deep breaths into the front of your body. Fabulous work, my friends. Fabulous work. Bend your knees, and you've got a couple options to get up. Option 1, roll to one side. Sit yourself up. Option number 2, draw your knees in towards your chest. Hold on to the fronts of your shins, rolling like a ball, tuck through your tail, and then start to roll up and roll back. Remember that balls don't have any flat spots. So your goal is to use your core to create such a curve in your spine that there are no flat spots here either. Good. We meet in all fours. Rock up on your last one. Crush your shins. Come over to all fours. Fabulous. Cat-cow. Inhale to arch. Exhale to tuck. Good. Just find some movement here that feels good. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. A couple more rounds like that. The cow feels real good on my abdominals after this series of 5, y'all. Good, good, good. Last time, scoop. And then inhale, come to a long, flat back. Sternum drops. This is a pre-Pilates exercise. So your goal is to keep a long line from your tail through your head and allow your sternum to move, your rib cage really to move in between your shoulders. So you'll lower your rib cage towards the mat as your shoulder blades move towards one another on your back. And then lift your rib cage up, push the floor away, and allow your shoulder blades to broaden on your back. Good. Lower your sternum. Lift your sternum. Could you get longer from crown to tail as you do this? Your work right now is unsticking your shoulder blades. When your shoulder blades are unstuck, your rotator cuff can move through its safe range of motion much better. Good. 2 and 1 more. Fabulous. Come to a neutral and then find your slider. So I have 2 blankets, but again, you could have socks on your hands or you could have paper plates if you're on carpet. So here's what this will look like. You can do this off the edge of your mat. You could turn to the side, whatever works best for you. I'm just turning to face you so you can see a little bit better. So you'll have your knees right underneath your hips on your mat, hands right underneath your shoulders on your blankets or your sliders. Take a breath in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, reach one arm forward, pull one arm back, look towards your bent elbow, and then come back to center. And then do that again. Exhale to slide, look over your bent elbow, shoulder, and then back up to center. Good, keep going. I'll show you what that looks like from the side just in case it's easier that way. So exhale, press one arm forward, pull one arm in, back to center. Keep going. Your goal is to draw your rib cage in. Just use your core to support yourself. So this is more about the spine between your shoulder blades turning, finding mobility. It's also some shoulder stability work here. Good, good, good. One more each direction. Good. And then pause once both hands come in and then slide. Keep the long line from your tail through the crown of your head. Slide away from you. So you've got one long line from your hand through your elbow, through your shoulder, through your hip. Draw your front body in. Push down with your hands so you're not collapsed like this. You're nice and active. Lengthen the crown of your head to the spot between your thumbs. Find some length in your neck. And some big stretch to open through your side body and the fronts of your shoulders. Good. 2 more breaths here. Good. And then use your core, slowly start to scoop yourself back in. Fabulous work. Good job, team. Tuck your toes, sink your hips back, find a stretch through the base of your feet. We're moving to standing. You've got some options. Option 1, come forward, untuck your toes, and then step yourself up the way that you would normally get to standing. Option number 2, keep your toes tucked, sink your hips back, pick up your knees, put your heels down, and then come all the way up. It's just a little bit of ankle mobility. You choose what's gonna work best for you. Come to standing. Looks good. Take a moment, feel your feet underneath you. So you got your feet underneath you and step to the back of your mat. So you're here, we'll do a little roll down, walk out, push up. So feel your feet connect to the mat, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Inhale, lift your arms up tall, palms facing forward, and then exhale, nod your chin to your chest, slowly articulate down 1 vertebra at a time, scoop through your core, push through your heels, let your arms be soft. Good, come all the way down. And then inhale, walk your hands forward to a plank. You're welcome to put your knees down once you get here. On your exhale, a little tricep push-up, bend your elbows, straighten your arms. And then exhale, walk yourself back to hands to your feet. Inhale, stand all the way up, scoop through your core, roll up 1 vertebra at a time. When you hit the top, sweep your arms out or onto the side up. And then exhale, nod your chin to your chest, roll right back down 1 vertebra at a time. That's the movement. Inhale, peel yourself out to a plank, walk out to plank. Exhale, 1 tricep push-up. Inhale, walk your hands back towards you. And then rebuild your spine. Exhale, reach your tailbone between your heels. Inhale, sweep out to the side. Big, 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 reach up. Exhale, roll down 1 vertebra at a time. And then inhale, walk out to your plank. Exhale, 1 tricep push-up. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, roll yourself up 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, sweep your arms out, around and up. And then exhale, roll back down. We'll add on here. So you're rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, walk out to a plank. Good. You are welcome to take this on your forearms. If this is not great for your wrists, you're also welcome to stay up on your wrists. You're also welcome to put your knees down. Spin your heels to your right. Pick up your left arm. Good, good. So this might be where you stay. Here's the other place you might go. You might lift your hips and reach your left hand towards your right ankle and then come back to your side plank. Good, we'll do that 4 more times. Lift your hips, circle up underneath, scoop your belly button towards the ceiling, and then back to your side plank. Good, this is 3, 2, I'm losing my hat, y'all. And then last one, scoop, stay, twist a little deeper. Inhale, back to your side plank. Exhale, back to regular plank, both hands on. Good, and then spin your heels to your left. Pick up your right arm. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, pick up your hips, dive your right arm underneath you, reach for your left ankle, left foot, and then inhale back to your side plank, unwind, reach back up. Exhale, dive, reach. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, dive, reach. Inhale, unwind, reach back up. Good, 2, dive, reach. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, dive, reach, stay, twist a little deeper, reach a little further. And then inhale, unwind, pause. Exhale, back to plank. Good, take a breath in. And then on your exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Scoot yourself all the way to the front edge of your sticky surface. So front edge of your sticky surface is about at the tops of your shoulders. Bring your sliders out. Slide them away from you. Press the pinky edge sides of your hands down into that. So the backs of my hands are facing out. Set your forehead on the floor. Good. Extend your legs long behind you. Press the tops of your feet down. Press your pubic bone into the mat so that your hip points and your pubic bone are parallel to the floor. Pull your belly button towards your spine and keep that. Think lengthen your low back for the whole entirety of this baby swan series. On your next inhale, lead with your eyes. Start to look up. It's like you trace the floor away from you. Find the baseboard in front of you. Push down into your hands and then start to pull your sliders back towards you as you lift yourself up into a little baby back bend. Good. Think lengthen your low back again. Lift yourself a little higher. And then exhale from tail to top. Articulate your spine back out as you press your sliders away from you. Good. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lead with your eyes. Come up 1 vertebra at a time. Push down with your hands and then start to pull your sliders back towards you. Keep your rib cage grounded. Exhale, lower down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, prepare. This is your last one. Exhale, start to back bend up. Keep lengthen your low back, feet connected. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, lower yourself down. Good, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, press to plank. Inhale long. Exhale, pike your hips up. Find a down dog shape. And then exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Take a breath in here. And then as you breathe out, roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Reach your tail between your toes, ground your heels, scoop through your belly. Inhale, hit the top, reach up, take a little baby back bend here. And then exhale, let something go. You did your workout. Well done, you. Thank you so much for staying consistent. I'm Lindsay with Pilates for the People, and it has been an absolute pleasure to get to move with you. Keep moving your body to keep taking care of you. It's how we make the world a better place. Bye, y'all.